Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. I'm your host, Jordy, and today I am joined with
Ian.
We are excited to be here. Hopefully, you guys have had a great week. It's Friday, and we're happy to be here with you guys. We're going to be streaming to you live all day long on all those brand new Pilot TVs, your Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and on Twitch. Both of our channel names are under MegaSota for you guys.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are checking in. Let us know what's happening so that we could shoot you out some luck for today. But some locations already with a little bit of luck because we're going to highlight them. They just got some brand new Pilot TVs, and that's D's Pit Stop, Blue Moon Bar and Grill, Minnesota Wing King, Club New Yorker, Midway Gas Bar and Grill, as well as Shady's Silver Spur.
Nicely done. Love all those brand new locations getting Pilot TVs. That is some exciting stuff, so definitely go check them out. And we got a lot of reasons to be doing so, as that Twins Bingo jackpot has still not gone out. And so right at 12 p.m. in just 30 minutes from now, we're going to be trying to give out $6,708, and you can take that home in 52 balls or less.
Oh, it's a lot of fun in that Twins Bingo, and that will lead you right into the jackpot 125-cent edition that has a mega, major, and minor prize, but the minor prize is the highlighted jackpot, as you can win it in 64 balls or less, $158.
Yeah, you guys definitely want to be there primed and ready right at 1 p.m. because that's going to be going out soon. But we give out multiple minor jackpots each and every day, so definitely go check that out. And right after it, we have the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter that has similar rules, but our minor is starting out the day at $108, meaning it's at a 56 ball count. Things are starting definitely to heat up, but if it gets to $200 before it goes out, it'll be clicking up from 56 to 60 balls or less. And then once it gives another $100 at 300, it'll cap off at a 64 ball count, but that cash will continue to grow until it gets in your pocket.
Oh yeah, but we did not give out a single jackpot yesterday over $600.
Wow.
So none of them got added to our jackpot list, but we do have some jackpots that were the minor jackpots in Jackpot Hunter that didn't get over that $600 amount.
That's right, and that first one went out to Sandman over at Best Western Kelly in Green Mill, who took home $220.60.
Good job, Sandman. We also had the #1 player in the Jackpot Hunter standings, Funk, over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, winning $375.
Nicely done. And then the closest jackpot that got to that $600 amount went out to Linda over at Rumors Bar and Grill, and they actually split that up with our first place player, Funk, also playing at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards. They split up $573.45.
Some really crazy stuff there during yesterday's Jackpot Hunter $1 edition games. And we got a crazy new E-Tab game for you guys to check out. That E-Tab game is Later Gator. Check out that Gator Bait bonus round. See if you can shoot the biggest gator and win the biggest prizes.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. Definitely check that out. But we are going to be checking into Maple Grove, Minnesota to see what the weather's looking like today. And it's looking like it's going to be a pretty nice one. The high is at about 84 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies this morning, but it will be only partly cloudy into the afternoon.
Yeah, it should be some really nice stuff, as it's going to be partly cloudy skies early. That will give away to cloudy skies late in the late night. Low of 66 degrees. Winds east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, that UV index is looking at about 8 out of 10 today, so it is just going to be a beautiful, sunshiny, partly cloudy summer day for you guys.
Should be some good stuff, and we're going to have a good time playing some Twins Bingo from 12 all the way till 1 after this. $6,708 that we already highlighted, and you can win that in 52 balls or less, as well as take home some points towards the Twiking Zone.
Absolutely, and today is the final day. We'll be running through the entirety of our top 10s in Cup of Joe. Next week, we'll talk about just the shakeups, but today I'm going to hop right into the player side of things, and we had a tie that was in 9th get pushed back to 10th, as player over at Poppers and Dale Dye over at Sergeant Pepper's both sit with 13,000. Another player getting pushed back from 8th into 9th, it was Mikey Wins over at the Floppy Crappie, who sits with 14,000. Then a player with 15,000 who came in from unranked jumped into 8th place, as T-Bone over at Popper sits there with that 15,000 points. 7th place stayed the same, as No Show over at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill sat with 17,000. Then we had a tie in 5th place staying still, as our 5th place players are Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven and Jules at VFW Spring Lake Park. They both have 24,000. Fourth place is Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine with 29,000. Then we had our second place player get pushed back to third as Sinbob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven sits with 38,000, but with 40,000, the player pushing him back. Now in second, it's Red over at American Legion Fridley. But our number one player has still held on to his standings as Loser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar sits with 52,000 points.
Good job to those players. Now let's get into the location as 10th place, getting bumped back from 9th. We got American Legion Pine City with 16,000 points. Moving from unranked to 9th place, we got McPete's Sports Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 17,000 points. Also with 17,000 points, tied up with McPete's Sports Bar and Grill in that 8th place spot, we got the Floppy Crappie over at Pokegama Township. 7th place, you got our place on 3rd in Faribault with 27,000 points. With 30,000 points in 6th place, getting bumped back from 5th, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. Getting bumped back from 4th into 5th, we got VFW Blaine with 31,000 points. Doing the bumping, going from 6th all the way to 4th. Now with 34,000 points, we got Poppers in Virginia. 3rd place, moving up from 4th, we got Corky's Bar South Haven with 53,000 points. Shooting up really fast, we got a huge shakeup in these 1 and 2 spots as our second place location, former second place location, not only got into the 100,000 point club, but was able to pass up VFW Spring Lake Park, which sat with 108,000 points in that first place spot, got bumped back to second as American Legion Fridley, who was slightly behind him all season long, now has 112,000 points.
That was a huge push for them, some big time stuff. I thought they were just going to get in the 100,000 point club. I did not anticipate them passing up VFW Spring Lake Park. That is some exciting stuff.
Yeah, big time stuff, passing up the reigning champion VFW Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to be looking out to see which locations get a lot of play today after lunchtime. But if you guys want to check out some of our E-Tab games, right now we're listening to a little bit of Ruby's Adventure. It's an awesome E-Tab game. It's kind of like an Indiana Jones theme, but with a female lead. It is an awesome game. You can try and take home some great cash prizes. But if that doesn't sound up to your speed, we have over 50 different charitable E-Tab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. They all have 85% payout and huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. They also have awesome bonus rounds, and you can win free play rounds as well.
Definitely some great stuff there. And we got great live bingo coming to you guys after those Twins bingo games that run from 12 to 1, because from 1 all the way till 4, we got the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition. With a mega prize, you could take home $25,000 in 43 balls or less, a major prize of $1,200, 49 balls or less to win that one, and the minor prize, which we already highlighted, $158. You can win in 64 balls or less, maybe going out in that first game right at 1 o'clock, so you won't want to miss out.
Absolutely, and it's a great little warm-up that'll lead you right into our happy hour show tonight. That happens from 4 o'clock all the way till 6 p.m., and we start off with a Lucky 4 bingo game that has over $23,000 on the line. You can try and take that home at 4 p.m., and again at 6 p.m. if it does not go out. But right in the middle of those two games are 23 rounds of the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter. While you guys are trying to play for those, you're also going to be taking home points for the Jackpot Hunter standings, but today you guys are going to be competing against each other to try and take home this mega at $117,524. Take that home in 48 balls or less. That major clicked up to 49 balls or less just last night, as it now sits at $4,960. But that minor is starting off at $108 and 56 balls or less. We already talked about those rules. Every $100 increment, it increases by 4, caps off at a 64 ball count once it reaches $300, but that cash will continue to grow until you guys take it home.
Should be some fun stuff, and we got a really fun standings to get into. As the player side of these standings, in 8th place, we get it started with a 3-way tie as Big G over at Anamia Vets Club was able to move from unranked into this tie, as Chica over at Willie McCoy's of Andover and Dustball 75 over at Charlie's Sports Bar and Grill already had 9,000 points, but Big G was able to do that just yesterday. 5th place, we got a 2-way tie between the Crazy Kid over the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 and Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. They both have 10th. Actually, it's a 3-way tie with Jay Surma over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill in Roseville. They all have 10,000 points. With 11,000 points, we have a 2-way tie in 3rd place between Tesla at Friends Bar and Restaurant and Kirby over at American Legion Fridley, both with 11,000 points. with 16,000 points. In second place, we got O Lars over at Anamia Vets Club. And first place, we already talked about him, Funk over at Carboni's Pizza. CR Billiards has 32,000 points.
Some big time stuff. That is some really exciting stuff. Has double the second place player, O Lars. That is some really big stuff going on there. But let's take a peek at these shakeups. These these ties. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
These ties, and let's see which one of these players do you think are going to be breaking out of them.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Kirby breaking out of third place tie,
Okay.
Wolfstein breaking out of the fifth place tie,
Okay.
and in eighth place, I'm gonna go with Big G, the newcomer, in that eighth place tie.
All right. Well, I will shake things up and pick a little differently from you. You picked Big G in that tie with Chica and Dust Bowl 75. I'm going to go with Dust Bowl 75 over at Charlie's Sports Bar and Grill. I think that they could definitely break out of it.
Okay.
But I think they might be jumping in right into that next tie up between Crazy Kid, Wolfstein, and Jay Surma. You picked...
Oh, I picked Wolfstein.
You picked Wolfstein. All right, I'll pick the Crazy Kid himself. He is known to come out there and get big plays, and so I think that he could definitely get that done.
That's definitely a big. That he's probably the favorite to be breaking out of that tie.
Absolutely, but that tie in third place is a little less known, as I'm not really sure the consistency of these two players between Tesla and Kirby, but you picked Kirby, so I'll go with Tesla.
We'll see who gets breaking out of those ties in the player side of those standings. Should be some really fun stuff. But we also got those location side of the standings where the ties don't stop there.
No, they do not, and that tie in 8th place actually got pushed all the way back to 10th, as Willie McCoy's of Andover and Friends Bar and Restaurant in St. Cloud are both still tied up with 11,000, but they just got pushed back. Now coming in from unranked, we got Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel, jumping into a tie with another location that was previously tied up with Willie McCoy's and Friends Bar and Restaurant. That's the Country Lounge. Country Lounge in St. Paul, Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel, as well as Mabel Liquor Store. They are all now tied up in 7th place, all with 12,000 points. 6th place, we had a breakup between that tie that was sitting there, as Mabel Liquor Store got pushed back to that 7th place tie. Now solely in 6th place, we have Shady's Railside in Rice with 15,000. But now in 4th place, we got Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop, who was pushed back by that originally 5th place player or location moving up. Now Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 sits with 26,000 in 5th place. The location moving up into 4th, though, it was American Legion Fridley, now sitting with 27,000 points. Now the tie in 2nd place got officially broken up. Now solely in 3rd place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park sitting with 34,000 points. The location holding on to 2nd is Anamia Vets Club in Anamia with 37,000. But holding on to 1st place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids, sitting with a whopping 71,000 points.
Definitely some crazy, crazy stuff in those standings. Can't wait to see the shakeups that are going to be happening with Will and John tonight, as they're going to be hosting that happy hour. And that happy hour gets ended off with a little bit of Lucky for Bingo at 6 p.m. You could take home $23,223 if you miss out on that prize at 4 o'clock. So don't miss out on the 6 o'clock opportunity as well. That leads you right into the Skull Bingo games, the $1 cards that you can play from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock.
Absolutely. We got some great prizes on the line in there, as well as that coverall prize is already clicked up to $2,772. You can take that home in 50 balls or less. We have that large frame at $3,927. That's even larger than that coverall prize, and you can take that home in $43. That also have that line prize starting out today at $285. Take that home in 10 balls or less. It's going to be a lot of fun. For the next 4 days, you guys will get uninterrupted Skull Bingo. But next Tuesday night is your next interruption, as it is going to be our 3rd week of PGL action for Season 12.
Should be some fun stuff. And that first night is MegaSota game night. It starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki bring all the best PGL action, as well as a great jackpot hunter game that is always super competitive, because even if the minor isn't great, the Musco ends up being so big with all the players at MegaSota game night. But the largest jackpot that we have on the list is a $22,943 jackpot on that Tuesday, and that's in the jackpot Jackpot Jungle $1 edition game that you could take home that 22 grand if you win it in 54 balls or less.
Absolutely, but if you want to play the 25-cent card edition of that Jackpot Jungle game, Wednesday night is your night to come out. Each and every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Ian and I take over the Twins studio, trying to give out as many jackpots and PGL points as possible. That 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Jungle ends off our night with $14,123 on the line. You can take that home in 52 balls or less.
Oh yeah, and we just recently sent out some PyCon information telling you where it's going to be at, who's going to be playing at it. Hint, hint, it's going to be ZZ Top. And all these different details. And if you want to get all that information sent to you, you got to be signed up at PGL.world and become a member of our league. PGL players not only get that crazy good information like monthly newsletters and stuff like that, you also get to compete for our PGL standings as well as getting your name engraved on the PGL Cup. So make sure you guys are getting signed up at PGL.world. We also highlight those players that get signed up.
Absolutely, and a couple of those players who did just that were Arctic Bully and Mo, Dilly Bars, D-How1990, True Blood 1, On the DL, Jojo H, Soup Chuck, KD Doctor 1977, Mary, Duck Hunter, Test Account 1, White Claw, Connie, Koja 21, Edgar D, Dr. U-Turns, Joni, Stinky P, as well as T-Cal.
Yeah, good job to all those players getting signed up. Hopefully we can see you jump into these PGL top 10s, but people are already getting after it as our entire top 10 has already achieved 100,000 PGL points in this season 12.
Absolutely, and on the player side of things, we start off with a player coming in from unranked, but a longtime player of Pilot Games. It's Forget You D over at VFW Austin, now in 10th place with 113,055 points. Now, every player from first all the way till 6th all got pushed back. So starting off that 6th place player, now in 9th, it's Big Daddy over at American Legion Litchfield with 114,780 points. 5th now to 8th, it's Kugel01 over at Beck's Pub with 121,010 points. Now 4th to 7th is Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 125,000. 3rd now in 6th, it's Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 127,000. 2nd place to 5th, now it's Yak 2102 over at the Riverbend Bar and Grill with 130,000. In 1st place, back to 4th, it's Diesel over at Eagle St. James with 140,000. Now 7th place, moving all the way up to 3rd, it's Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 156,000 points. Now our top 2 have come in from unranked after that Wednesday night, and now in 2nd, it's Keeves over at Clearwater Corners with 157,000, and taking over that 1st place spot, previously unranked, it's Bergar over at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 230,000 points.
Good job to those players, really killing it in this season 12. Well, I can't wait to see week 3 of the season 12 and how it gets shaken up. But on the location side, we had a lot of shakeups as well as newcomer into 10th place. We got Charlie's Bar in Rochester with 431,000 points, with 432,000 points. Moving from unranked to 9th place, we got Scarta's Bar in St. Paul. Fourth place getting pushed back to 8th. We got VFW Dilworth with 451,000 points. With 458,000 points in 7th place, we got VFW Northfield. 6th place, moving up from 9th, we got Cabin Bar Nicolette with 471,000 points. Moving all the way up from not ranked to 5th place, we got Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 558,000 points. With 596,000 points getting bumped back from 1st into 4th, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. Moving up from 5th into 3rd, we got the Miltona Liquor Store with 642,000 points. With 732,000 points, moving up from 3rd into 2nd, we got Poppers in Virginia. And moving from 2nd into 1st, we got the Mabel Liquor Store with 741,000 points.
That is some really exciting stuff. But if you guys want to stay in the know about all things Pilot Games, go check out our Facebook page. Once you give us a like and a follow under the name of Pilot Games, you'll be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, those amazing player pictures you guys send in, and even utilize that link tree that's got direct links links to all of our social media, streaming platforms, and all the locations that you guys can play Pilot games.
Oh yeah, and before we get into a little bit of Twins bingo, we got a player spotlight to get a talk about, as Tesla over at Friends Bar and Restaurant took home $34,850 over the weekend, and everybody playing at Friends Bar and Restaurant is supporting the St. Cloud Youth Hockey Association. Their mission is to strive towards providing all members with a positive growing environment, which enhances a competitive spirit, defining sportsmanship and respect for others through the sport of hockey.
That is a great charity and a great jackpot they took home. Congratulations, Tesla. In just about 10 minutes, you guys are going to be jumping into some Twins bingo. We'll be back with you guys then. But until then, remember, while you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See ya.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and we love playing that lunchtime bingo from 12 all the way till 1 every single day. It's an absolute blast to watch you guys earn some points towards the twiking zone as well as a little bit of cash.
Absolutely, and we love seeing where all these players are getting their points. And as it stands in 10th place, we got Pooba over at Meister's Bar and Grill with 123,000. We got Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge in 9th place with 125,000. But with 147,000 points in 7th place, we have a tie between Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue and Yo-Yo over at the Red Go. 6th place sets with GTZ at the Midi with 175,000 points. Then in 5th place, we got Lucky Tim over at Whitefront Saloon with 196,000. Then with 211,000 points in 4th place, we have Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven. 3rd place is with Mikey Wins at Steve-O's with 225,000 points. Then in 2nd, it's Simbab over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 231,000 points. And in 1st place, leading our leaderboard, it is Scrub-Eye at VFW Blaine, sitting with 324,000 points so far.
Yeah, it really feels like Scrub-Eye has sealed up that first place spot for this season 11. But you never know. Sometimes craziness happens in the last few days. Let's head to the location side of these standings. As we got in 10th place, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, with 198,000 points. With 279,000 points in 9th place, we got Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 8th place is VFW Blaine with 291,000 points. With 311,000 points in 7th place, we got Eagles Rochester. 6th place is Corner Bar and Goodhue with 315,000 points. With 322,000 points in 5th place, we got Our Place on 3rd and Faribault. 4th place is Steve-O's and Crystal with 341,000 points. With 578,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is American Legion Fridley with 606,000 points. And then that number 1 location, I mean, think about it. Our top 10 locations, the 10th place is at 198,000 points. Our number 1 location, VFW Spring Lake Park, is sitting at 1,007,000 points. Just has dominated this season.
That is insane to see. We've loved watching all these locations grow to new heights and setting a record for season 11. We'll make sure.
Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of Twins Bingo. You guys just have 50 seconds to get enrolled in this very first game. We got $6,812 of total prizes, and we are streaming live to you guys on the Pilot TV, Player Connect at pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Oh yeah, you might have just seen us 10 minutes ago, but if you don't know, I am Jordy, and this guy right over here is Ian, and we are excited to be giving out some great cash to you guys in this next hour. And if you find yourself at a location like DS Pit Stop, Blue Moon Bar and Grill, Minnesota Wing King, Club New Yorker, Midway Gas Bar and Grill, or even Shady Silver Spur, those are the latest locations getting those brand new Pilot TVs unwrapped.
Definitely some awesome stuff there, and we've had an awesome week of jackpots. We've given out 22 jackpots over the last 7 days, 49 during this season 12, and those are all those jackpots that have gotten over $600. The jackpots that landed under $600, we still want to highlight though, as those were the minor prizes that went out during the Jackpot Hunter $1 edition.
That's right, and that first one we gave out went out to Sandman over at Best Western, Kelly in Green Mill, who got to take home $220.60.
Good job, Sandman. Makes me think of Sandman.
Yes.
I think it might be a play. We do have Funk over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Beards, getting the second jackpot, taking home $375, but that's not where he stopped there. But we do have a line prize.
That's right. Coley over at the North Bar and Grill, taking home $12 on that line prize. We have $12 on that large M and $6,791 on that jackpot in this game number 1. But that's right, Funk didn't stop there. He ended up splitting yet another jackpot with Linda over at Rumors Bar and Grill. They both got to split up $573.45 on that final minor jackpot that went out during our $1 edition yesterday.
That is some great stuff. He just continues to extend his lead as he's been really killing it during this season 12 and may end up being the champion of it if he keeps on this track.
Oh, definitely.
We do have Liz 3 balls away over at Eagles Mankato. We'll see if she'll be able to take this one home. But if you guys are want to try out different games, want to try out some of the crazy E-Tab games that we have, you should definitely check out the brand new one, Later Gator. Check out that Gator Bait bonus round. Shoot the biggest gator to win the biggest prizes.
Oh, definitely. It's the latest one we have released. It's a great one. You guys will definitely want to check it out. But if you want to stay up to date when we release things like promos for the latest E-Tab games, our Facebook page is the place to be. Once you search up Pilot Games, you'll be able to give us a follow and a like and keep up with all those awesome promos, weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, those amazing player pictures you guys send in, and even utilize that link tree that has direct links to social medias like Twitter and Instagram, our streaming platforms, as well as all the locations around Minnesota where you can play Pilot Games.
We do have a large M going out to Jackson over at Halfley's Bar in Richmond, taking home $12 on that large M, as we only got 2 balls to give out this jackpot in this game 1. We'll see if it can happen right here. Doesn't look like it. We're going to be moving on to a $19 Musco prize, as we got Mary, Jackson, Still Not, DK, and Trap all getting after
Wow,
it.
still not Donkey Kong.
Yeah, no, still not Donkey Kong.
That's all right. But if you guys missed it, just 10 minutes ago, we ran through all the crazy shakeups and the bingo schedule that we are going to have for the rest of the day in that Cup of Joe that we start each and every Monday through Friday off with at 11:30. But we do have our final winner.
I'm home over at Miniger Sports Hub, taking home that $19 Musco coverall prize.
Nicely done in that game number 1. That means that over $6,000 jackpot is going to be rolling and growing on over to game number 2.
What does he say in The Shining when he breaks down the door with the axe?
Here's Jack.
Yeah, okay. I just.
Not Jack. What's his name? It's Jack Nicholson.
Yes,
but
Jack Nicholson saying something, but I can't remember what exactly he says. But I felt like I kind of said "I'm home" in that tone, but like I would have to say it a little bit more aggressive.
Makes me think of "Honey, I'm home."
Oh yes, for sure, that as well.
I can't
You
find
can't find
it.
the iconic yelling part of it.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. That's what it is. That's super funny. Well, after Cup of Joe that comes to you guys Monday through Friday at 11:30, you get into the Twins Bingo that runs 7 days a week from 12 all the way till 1. It has that great jackpot that you're getting enrolled to right now, $6,773. We'll see if we can give it out in this game number 2, but we'll have a shot all the way till 1 o'clock to give out this jackpot. Right at 1 o'clock, though, we switch on over to the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition.
That's right, and we got some great prizes in there, as that minor is already starting at a 64 ball count for you guys. That means that prize is at about $158. You can take that. Oh my goodness. You can take that home in the first or second game alone. I'm sure that ball count is high enough to give it out quickly. We also have that major at $1,200 at 49 balls or less, and that mega at $25,000, 43 balls or less.
Definitely some great stuff. I would definitely want to be out there for game 1 of Jackpot Hunter with that 64 ball or less minor prize.
Absolutely. And it's going to lead you right to our happy hour show. What's much better than that?
Oh yeah, the happy hour gets started off every single day with a Lucky 4 bingo, where we have $23,223 on the line today. If you don't give it out at 4, you'll have another shot at 6 o'clock. And in between that, you got 23 games of Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 with a minor prize of $108, 56 balls or less, a major prize of $4,960, 49 balls or less, and a mega prize of $117,524. You can win in 48 balls or less. You will not want to miss out on our happy hour.
Not to mention, that's when those games are going to be happening. You're going to be winning points towards the Jackpot Hunter standings as well, and it leads you right into some Skull Bingo that happens at 6 p.m. That's going to be going all the way till 10 p.m. for you guys uninterrupted tonight and for the next 4 days as well. Today we have a line prize starting out at $285 at 10 balls or less. That large frame is at $3,927, 43 balls or less, and that coverall prize that's at $2,772. You can take that home in 50 balls or less.
Definitely some great Skull Bingo games there. And we got some great PGL nights coming up next week, as MegaSota game night happens at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki bring all the best PGL action, 1 game of Jackpot Hunter, and a grand finale of Jackpot Jungle, the $1 edition, that if you win it in 54 balls or less, you'll be taking home $22,943.
Yeah, that's closing in on 23 grand. You guys will definitely want to come out for that Tuesday night game game night. It's going to be a lot of fun. But the following night is when we have our TwinsWinsDay that happens each and every Wednesday from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Ian and I take back over the Twin Studio where we're at right now and try and give out our own PGO points and jackpots, and we even have a high-low game where the biggest loser that round takes home a first place prize. And we even have our own version of that jackpot jungle, the 25-cent card edition this time, so you can take it home in 52 balls, $14,123.
Definitely some fun stuff there. We do have a $14 line prize going out to Gino56 over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Now we're working on a $14 large M, and while you guys get after that, we're going to get into some national days, as our first national day is National Gummy Worm Day. Each year, National Gummy Worm Day gets a day of recognition. On July 15th, gummy worms are a gelatin candy created by a German company called Trolley.
Trolley was the brand that originated gummy worms?
I guess it was. That's
Wowee.
really interesting.
I mean, I knew that they were the biggest brand that you see all over the place, whether you're at a gas station, at the movie theater, wherever it might be. That's where you see gummy worms. But I didn't realize that they actually were the ones who originated this fun and awesome little dessert.
Oh, for sure. Now, do you prefer just regular candy gummy worms, or are you more of a sour gummy worm kind of gal?
Sour gummy worms, for sure.
Okay, I completely agree with you there. I love the good sour gummy worm. But we do have some gummy worm fun facts, as German candy maker Hans Riegel came up with the gummy candy concept in 1922. He was also the founder of the confectionery company Harborough, yeah.
So Harborough was the one who originated it?
I don't know. There may be some contradicting takes on that.
All right, we got a winner, though.
Yeah, we got Player over at Bierstube Inver Grove taking home that $14 large M. Now we're working on that $6,000 jackpot, and it looks like we clicked over to a must-go prize of $21. We'll see who can win this coverall.
Absolutely. Nicely done. But our next fact is actually in 1981, the American candy manufacturer Trolley created the gummy worm. The worm shape gave kids something gross that was fun to eat while mildly shocking to their parents.
Oh, okay. So the concept of it was created in 1922, where the first gummy worm was actually created in 1981.
It was, but we got a Player over at Bierstube Inver Grove taking home that $21 must-go prize. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 2. We'll get enrolled into game number 3 next. But it's actually Haribo invented the gummy bear in 1922, and then it led way to gummy worms in 1981.
Oh, okay. That makes sense because they're very, very similar, just made in different shapes. That's really cool. Most gummy worms are a combination of 2 to 3 flavors, each with a different color. In production, beeswax is added to make the worms less sticky.
Interesting. That is super interesting. Well, you guys have just about 2.5 minutes to get enrolled in this game number 3 as we go into this number 4 fun fact. And gummy worms have evolved in the last 30+ years to include new flavors like the sour gummy worms with a sour dusting, and vegan gummy worms as well that are made without gelatin.
Really cool stuff. And the final fun fact, something that has remained classic, the kid-friendly worm and dirt dessert that is always immensely popular. Oh yeah, definitely a fun one. Do you know worm and dirt?
Yeah, dirt and worm.
Dirt and worm.
No, dirt and worms. It's like the dirt cups that have the chocolate pudding and the Oreos.
So tasty. Yeah, super, super fun stuff there. I'm a big fan of gummy worms, and so happy National Gummy Worm Day. Hopefully you guys can get yourself a pack on this national day.
All right. Well, I actually found a list of the best gummy worms ever.
Okay, let's go through them.
All right, I gotta wait till it loads.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm excited
it's a little
to hear this.
temperamental.
What is these top 11 gummy worms? Should be some fun stuff. You guys just have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 3, so continue to get enrolled and press play.
Well, it turns out this is a lot less fun than I anticipated, and it's actually just the brand names.
Just the brand names?
Yeah.
You wanted flavors.
I wanted the flavor combinations, you know?
Yeah, I get you on that one. Well, since we can't find that, we'll move on to our next National Day, since we have a bunch of them to go over today.
All right, well, our next one is actually National Tapioca Pudding Day, and National Tapioca Pudding Day on July 15th encourages us to dig into this pudding dish enjoyed around the world.
Yeah, definitely some fun stuff there. And we'll talk a little bit more as we look up some fun facts about tapioca pudding.
Is tapioca pudding just like rice pudding?
Or
is this one with, oh, it's got tapioca pearls.
Okay, so the inventor of tapioca pudding was housewife Susan Starvers. In the late 19th century, a Boston landlady named Susan Starvers served a sailor some tapioca pudding. He actually complained about it.
You know, I don't blame it. If you have never seen this before, I'd never even heard of it, never been made before, and you just wanted a cup of pudding, and you got put tapioca pudding that has the consistency of cottage cheese, I would be like, what is this?
I would be a little put off from it, for sure. We do have balls dropping in this game number 3. We do have a line prize and a large M of $16, $6,954 on that coverall jackpot. We'll see if we can give it out in this one right here. But we have, where does tapioca get its name?
All right, well, tapioca is derived from the word tipioca, and its name is actually in the Tupi language spoken by natives when the Portuguese first arrived in the northeast region of Brazil around 1500.
Cool. We do have 3 as well as Stoli, Bingo Lover, BND, all splitting up that Musco line prize of $16. Now we're working on a $16 large M. We'll see who can get the win on this one.
No, go back. It actually had what it translates to, which means sediment or coagulant, which refers to the curd-like starch sediment that is obtained in the extraction process.
Ah, yes, and it gets that. Looking at tapioca pearl, you may think, what are these made out of? These white little balls are that give tapioca pudding its signature texture actually come from the starch of the cassava root, which is grown in the tropics. After this starch is extracted, it's formed into little pearls.
That's right. It is peeled and grated to capture a milky liquid. The starch is then soaked in water for several days, kneaded, and then strained to remove impurities. It is then sifted and then dried.
Ah, we do have BND over at Beerstube Inver Grove taking home that large M of $16, giving us a really good run-up at this $6,900 coverall jackpot. We'll see players are 5 balls away, definitely in line to be able to take this one home.
Very cool stuff, yeah.
There's a few benefits to tapioca, as free of common allergens, easy to digest, supports weight gain, so if you're looking for healthy weight gain, source of calcium, low in sodium, and is also a source of iron.
All right.
Very, very cool stuff.
Very cool. I know this is one of my brother's favorites, especially if we're at like a Coney or a Greek island place.
He'll get a tapioca pudding.
He gets the tapioca pudding.
That is awesome. Well, happy National Tapioca Pudding. If you're a fan of this dessert, make sure you enjoy it on today.
Yeah, but we got a winner as Gino56 over at Carboni's Pizzas, taking away that Musco prize, $25 going in your pocket in this game number 3. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 4.
And as you guys are getting enrolled into game number 4, we're going to be talking about this next national day, as it's National I Love Horses Day. On July 15th, we recognize the love of one magnificent creature on National I Love Horses Day.
All right, well, let's look up some fun facts about horses. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Today's the day to do it.
I feel like, yeah, I want to know some interesting things about horses, as they're a very cool creature with just size, and to be able to like ride them around for a long time. That was their mode of transportation.
It was the original mode of transportation.
But even though they can run all that much, they can't breathe out through their mouths.
What?
Yeah, horses are obligated nose breathers, meaning they can only breathe through their noses, not through their mouths as humans can.
That is so strange to me.
That is really strange.
That is so strange to me. I mean, it makes sense. They have like those bars and stuff that they keep in horses' mouths, and I always thought that was like, that's like choking them. they can't even breathe through their mouth. That makes more
Exactly.
sense. And did you guys know that horses actually sleep standing up? Horses have been what's called a staparatus, which is a system of tendons and ligaments that allow the horse to lock their legs in position so they can relax without falling over. When not sleeping, horses can also use this apparatus to rest while standing for long periods of time so they don't fatigue. Yeah, this allows them to conserve energy while standing so that they are ready to take flight if needed. But it is a myth that horses never lay down. They do spend a short amount of time each day laying down in a deeper sleep.
That's really, really cool.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah, I can fall asleep standing up too. It happens sometimes. You know, sometimes I'm taking a shower and I just pass
Really?
out. Yeah, and I'll just fall asleep. Usually I wake up leaning against the wall, but so
that never happened to
that's
me.
the reason why I stay up is the wall. But
Usually it's like a faint if that happens to me.
yeah, no, I'll just fall asleep. Sometimes it's so relaxing, you know. You get the warm water.
I
and
get it.
It's relaxing. Next up is horses have lightning fast reflexes. I could have guessed that. Should a situation arise that they need to fight, they can go from standing still to delivering a powerful kick in just 0.3 seconds, whereas a reaction time for a human is 1.6 seconds.
Wowee. That is some impressive stuff. But in our number 4 fact is horses actually have 8 different muscles in their ears alone. It allows them to rotate them nearly 180 degrees and move independently from one another. Humans only have 3 muscles in their ears.
Wow, horses have a nearly 360-degree field of vision.
What?
That is really cool. I kind of knew this as they had, you know, they like to put the horse blinders on them so that they stay focused because they can see so much. So that definitely makes sense.
Some really exciting stuff. Horses do not have teeth in the middle of their mouth.
Okay, it's only those front teeth that you see. Horses are highly intelligent animals. I mean, I feel like you got to be able to be trained the way that horses are trained.
The earliest ancestor of the horse is estimated to have lived about 55 million years ago.
Wow, that's crazy. Horses have a fixed pelvis, so they cannot do the splits. Huh. I mean, I never wondered, but I guess that's interesting.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Well, we are in this game number 4. We have $16 on that line and large M, and we officially have over $7,000 on that jackpot, and we got Gino 1 ball away from taking home this line prize. Next up, horses are very social animals. The horses are prey species, and they find safety in herds and from strong social relationships with each other. They use their senses to recognize familiar horses and spend time with those that they have formed friendships with.
That's really interesting. Well, we got Not Dave taking home $16 over at American Legion Fridley. Good job, Not Dave, as we're now working on that $16 large M.
Next up, we have National Pet Fire Safety Day. National Pet Fire Safety Day on July 15th reminds us to consider our pets when planning fire routes and safety in our homes.
I think that's a very important thought. I know people will go through. They definitely think of their children. They definitely think of their wife, their husband. How are they going to get out? But making sure that you take that extra safety precaution and think, oh, what do I do with the pet once this happens? Definitely a good precautionary measure. Next up on this National Day list, though, we got National Give Something Away Day. Most of us have the benefit of having more than we need to live. National Give Something Away Day on July 15th offers us an opportunity to share some of our bounties.
Yeah, this is definitely a great day to remember that not everything material means the most to us in life. And if you have the means to give something away to those in need, you absolutely should do so.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely a great day. Do you have anything that you feel like you need to give away or something?
Not exactly at this moment. Before we moved out of our last place, I got rid of like a third of my clothing.
Oh, yeah, we got rid of so much clothes.
Yes, and so I did a huge giveaway for that, and I donated it. And other than that, there's not much. It's not like I have a lot of canned goods to give away.
Yeah, clothes is the main one for me, just because I just buy new clothes, they wear a bit or whatever it is, and then they're still wearable, but I just don't wear them as much as I probably should. And so then I end up giving them away, and I think that's a great reason to give away stuff.
Yeah, but we do have Share Bear over at Monticello VFW taking away that large M, and we already have a Musco prize winner.
Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine, taking home $24 on that must-go coverall. Good job, Scrub Eye. And to all the other players in this game number 4, we're about to get enrolled into a game number 5, the halfway point of these Twins Bingo games. So keep on getting enrolled, press and play, as we talk about World Youth Skills Day. Every year on July 15th, World Youth Skills Day encourages youth to acquire certain skills that will help them achieve personal success and fulfillment. The day also raises awareness about the lack of skills that prevent young people from working.
Yeah, this is definitely a great day, and to remind every parent out there that their kids definitely have specific things that are necessary to learn along the way that'll help them transition into adulthood smoothly.
Oh, for sure. Is there any skill, not necessarily one that would have helped you transition to adulthood, but you wish you would have learned as a kid or earlier on or whatever it is?
Money management.
Money management. That is a good skill to have.
I did an entire thesis paper about the importance of teaching youth money management skills.
Yeah.
I find it so important.
Yeah, it definitely is pretty important. I think a skill that I would have liked to have learned is woodworking.
Woodworking?
Yeah, something a little less serious.
Still, yeah, it's important. That's a good one.
No,
Being
it's
able
more
just
fun.
To be handy.
Yeah, it's more of a fun one. I just wish I would have, got my hands done more.
I mean, I could also say
that.
like cooking. I think cooking is a big skill that every every child should learn at least how to make minimal meals, and just like household cap stuff, like knowing to do your laundry and things. And this day actually reminds me of this show that we've been watching, that has adults that did not learn these key life lessons growing up, and their parents want to help them transition into becoming adults better, and they still live in their home. They're in their early 20s, 30s. I'm not really sure how old they may be.
I think they're all like just graduating high school, early 20s type deal.
Okay, well, they all want their child to be a little bit more self-sufficient, so they end up putting them on this reality show that these children don't really know what they're signing up for, and they have to go learn survival skills.
Yeah, it's been really funny, and it's interesting.
This day just reminded me of it.
It definitely is, and so you want to teach those skills so that, they transition to adulthood well. So happy World Youth Skills Day. We do have 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play. We do have a little bit of Twins news, not good Twins news, as they are 49-42, and the Chicago White Sox beat the Minnesota Twins 12-2 Thursday night to extend their winning streak to 3 games. Byron Buxton and Max Kepler hit 2 apiece for the Twins, and Kyle Garlick hit a solo homer in the 9th inning.
Dirty.
Yeah, I mean, the White Sox are feeling hot, I guess.
Yes.
We're hoping that we can slow that down. I mean, there was a grand slam that happened, so a four run score happened during the game, and so it was just a tough one to beat, and it was fighting an uphill battle for most of the game. And so hopefully we can get on the lead very early in today's game, as the Twins are taking on the White Sox at 7:10 p.m.
Well, if you want to show some support for our Twins and give them a little extra bit of luck for tonight's game, you can play our awesome e-tab game, Twins Win. You can see the logo right here. It's an awesome one. We all love it, and it's a great way to show your support. You can even pick a lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round to take home some Grand Slam prizes yourself.
Oh, for sure. But moving on to the Twins Bingo standings, what you guys are earning points for right now, which is the combination of the Twins Bingo standings and the Vikings Bingo standings, creating the Twiking Zone. And in 10th place, we got Player over at Poppers and Dale Dye over at Sgt. Pepper's. They both have 13,000 points in 10th place, getting bumped back from 9th. Getting bumped back from 8th into 9th, we got Mikey Wins over at the Floppy Crappie with 14,000 points. But before I get into the top 8, we do have a line prize winner.
That's right. Jackson over at Halfley's is splitting it with I'm Home over at Menager Sports Hub, Mario at Carboni's Pizza, Stoli also at Carboni's Pizza, Bingo Babe 4 at Old Town Tavern, and D. Hoffy. All of them. Wow. All of them splitting up that $15 line prize. Nicely done to all of our winners. Nicely done.
Yeah, now we're working on a $15 large M. But getting back into these standings in 8th place, moving from unranked to this spot, we got T-Bone over at Poppers with 15,000 points. With 17,000 points in 7th place, we got No Show over at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill. 5th place is a two-way tie between Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven and Jules over at VFW Spring Lake Park, both with 24,000 points. 4th place is Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 29,000 39,000 points. With 38,000 points in third place, getting bumped back from second, we got Simbob at Corky's Bar South Haven. Moving up from third into second, we got Red over at American Legion Fridley with 40,000 points. And in first place, it's Loser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar with 52,000 points.
Absolutely. Nicely done to our entire top 10. I'm going to hop right into these location standings because in 10th place, we start off with a location that was pushed back from 9th as American Legion Pine City now sits with 16,000 in 10th place. Coming in from unranked now in 9th, we got McPete Sports Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 17,000, tying it up with the Floppy Crappie. But before I go any further, we got a winner.
Yeah, we got T-Bone over at Poppers in Virginia taking home $15 on that large M, as we got 2 balls to try and give out this $7,000. So before you get back into those standings, let's see. No, we are clicking over to a $23 Musco prize.
Well, I left off with that tie between McPete Sports Bar and Grill and Bar, as well as Floppy Crappie and Pokegama Township, both in 8th with 17,000. Now in 7th place, we got our place on 3rd and Faribault with 27,000. 6th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 30,000 points. But before I get into our top 10, we have a winner.
Joe over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards taking home $23 on that Musco coverall prize. Good job to all those winners in this game, especially that huge split in the line prize. Some crazy stuff there. And so make sure you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 6 with that jackpot continuing to grow into that game.
Absolutely. And now in our top 5 in those location standings, in 5th place, we start off with VFW Blaine with 31,000. With 34,000 points in 4th place, we have Poppers in Virginia. 3rd place sits with Corky's Bar in South Haven with 53,000 points. And now a huge shakeup happened on the location side of things. Our 2nd place location not only got into the 100,000 point club, but moved up into 1st. Now in 2nd place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with that 108,000 points. And now in 1st place, we have American Legion Fridley sitting with a whopping 112,000 points.
Definitely some really fun stuff there. American Legion Fridley passing up the reigning champions, VFW Spring Lake Park. We'll see if VFW Spring Lake Park comes back over the weekend and gets back into 1st place when we come in on Monday.
Yeah, because American Legion Fridley is the location that's gotten a couple wins already this lunchtime, while VFW Spring Lake Park hasn't gotten one.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Should be fun stuff. We got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 6, so do so. And also, check out our ETAB games. We got a bunch of great ETAB games. The one we're listening to right now is Ruby's Adventures. Feels Indiana Jones theme with a female lead. You can go and try and win some really big treasures, or check out the 50 different Charitable ETAB games that we have. Play anytime, win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds you won't want to miss out.
Absolutely. We have such a wide variety of different themes. You guys will definitely want to go check those out. But you guys have just about 1 minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 6. We still have that $7,000 jackpot on the line, so let's make sure we try and give it out in this next game, as you guys have just about 4 more opportunities at taking it home. But we have some awesome on this day in music history to get into. And today, in 2016, as he has done since 1972, Alice Cooper announces he is running for president. This time with the campaign slogan, "A troubled man for troubled times." His platform included adding Lenny to Mount Rushmore and letting Brian Johnson back in AC/DC. That is so funny.
Yeah, he ended up losing the election, but did gain exposure for his song "Elected."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that is really fun. I didn't realize he did this all the time.
I was gonna say, I wonder if my dad knew that. I feel like he would have.
He would really enjoy
for
that.
Alice Cooper.
Apparently, he got more votes than they were expecting.
He's got a wide variety of people who follow him. I'm not surprised. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that is really funny. I love his platform that included adding Lemmy to the Mount Rushmore and then getting Brian Johnson back in AC/DC.
That's hilarious. I'm sure there's a lot of people that were like, yeah, that's what America needs.
That's what we need. That would be hilarious. I want to add more faces to Mount Rushmore. I think that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you'd add to them, but add somebody. I think, add as many faces you can fit on that mountain.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We do have another day in music history, as in 2018, November Rain by Guns N' Roses becomes the first 90s video to pass 1 billion views on YouTube. The next closest 90s video is Zombie by the Cranberries at 739 million views.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's really, really crazy.
Yeah, I can't say that I've seen these videos.
No, I haven't either, so I guess I'll have to, as, got over 1 billion views. It has to be something special.
Yeah, but we do have a line prize winner going out to BFL over at Archie's Bar, taking home $17. We have $17 on that large M and $7,201 on that jackpot.
Oh, yeah, but over the weekend, you guys need to get signed up at PGL.world to become a member of our PGL League. PGL players compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information. This last monthly newsletter that went out had all the brand new information about PyCon, so get signed up there so you'll be ready for all that stuff, but we'll tell you a little bit about it right now.
Absolutely, and that announcement is that PyCon 2020 is happening, and it's going to be happening Thursday, September 15th. We're going to be heading back to that Ledge Amphitheater in Waite Park, Minnesota, and we are going to have a lot of fun. We had a blast with you guys last year, and so we're going to be back better than ever, and our musical guest this year is the legendary ZZ Top. Those Rock and Roll Hall of Famers are going to be coming over and trying to give out a very special event and a private concert just for you guys. You guys will absolutely need to sign up at PGL.world. That way you guys can come out, you can have fun with Pilot Games, meet with legislators, and hear about what great new products and games are going to be coming out with Pilot. You can register, and registration is going to be free for players, but it is required for entry. So we will be sending out that registration information very shortly. So stay tuned to those emails that you signed up with.
Oh yeah, make sure you guys are one of those first players to get signed up when we finally do get that out. We do have Crazy Joe over at Too Tall Tavern taking home $17 on this one, as we click over to a $25 must go coverall prize, as we got Gino 56 2 balls away.
Absolutely, but guys, we sold out last year, so make sure you guys are signing up and getting registered for PyCon this year, because you will not want to miss out on it. It's a lot of fun and a little extra tidbit just for you guys to a little more motivation. But before I talk about it, we got a winner.
Crazy Joe over at Too Tall Tavern taking home that $25 must go coverall prize. And that extra little tidbit is that we'd like to highlight those new members that get signed up in our new member spotlight, and those players who just recently got signed up and shouldn't be getting that PyCon information are Arctic Bully, Nmo, Dilly Bars, D-How 1990, True Blood 1, On the DL, JoJo, Soup Chuck, KD Dr. 1977, Mary, Duck Hunter, Test Account 1, White Claw, Connie, Koja 21, Edgar, Dr. U-Turns, Joni, Stinky P, and T-Cal.
Yeah.
Makes me think of decal, T-Cal.
No.
It doesn't?
I don't. What are you talking about?
Like
decal?
like a car decal?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
No, that is not what it makes me think of.
That's not what it makes you think of?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, good job, everyone, getting signed up at PGL.world. We just got 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next game.
Absolutely. But as you guys know, Tuesday night and Wednesday night are our two specialty nights that you guys need to come out for and compete against each other for those PGL standings. But like we said, you have to sign up at PGL.world if you want to earn those points. But players who have already signed up and have been competing against each other for the last 2 weeks of the season 12 have definitely been trying their hardest to maintain in this top 10. And starting off with our player side, coming in from unranked, now in 10th place, we have Forget You D at VFW Austin, who sits with 113,055 points. Now from first all the way down to 6th place, all got pushed back in these standings. So from 6th to now 9th place, we have Big Daddy over at American Legion Litchfield with 114,780 points. 5th place now in 8th, we have Kugel01 over at Beck's Pub with 121,010 points. Originally in 4th, now in 7th place, we have Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 125,375 points. 3rd place now in 6th, we have Nixon at VFW Roseville with 127,850 points. 2nd place now in 5th, we have Yak 2102 over at the Riverbend Bar and Grill with 130,800 points. Our first place player got pushed back to 4th as Diesel over at Eagle St. James is sitting with 140,740 points. Now our 7th place player ended up jumping all the way up to 3rd place as Keith over at Billy's Rockford now sits with 156,795 points. And our top 2 have come in from previously unranked. Now in 2nd place we have Keeves over at Clearwater Corners with 157,560 points. And our number 1 player is now Bergar over at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls, who sits with 230,540 points.
Oh, yeah, and we actually had Keeves checking in on Facebook when we posted the standings. He was saying woohoo, got into 2nd place, got some more work to do, and so he's ready to earn some more points and maybe push to get into that 1st place spot. Here's a little bit of luck out for you, Keys, for checking in on Facebook. But on the location side of these standings, in 10th place, moving from unranked, we got Charlie's Bar in Rochester with 431,075 points. With 432,185 points in 9th place, moving from unranked to that spot, we got Scarta's Bar in St. Paul. 4th place getting bumped back from, 8th place getting bumped back from 4th. We got VFW Dilworth with 451,070 points. With 490 points in 7th place, we got VFW Northfield. 6th place getting bumped back from moving up from 9th, we got Cabin Bar Nicolette with 471,975 points. Before I get into that top 5, though, we do have a winner.
Rondo over at Big Dog Sports Cafe is taking home that line prize of $15. We have $15 on that large M and $7,279 on that jackpot.
But in 5th place on these location standings, moving from unranked to this spot, we got the Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 558,130 points. With 596,090 points in 4th place, getting bumped back from 1st, we got Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. Moving up from 5th into 3rd, we got Miltona Liquor Store with 642,125 points. With 732,750 points in 2nd place, moving up from 3rd, we got Poppers in Virginia. And moving from 2nd into 1st, we got the Mabel Liquor Store with 741,165 points.
Nicely done to all the players and locations who have been competing for these top 10s the last 2 weeks. You guys are getting a great start to the season 12, and I can't wait to see what's yet to come. But we do have players like B, Boop, and Puddin' 3 balls away. Now we got a couple more joining up with them, trying to get this large M out nice and early, so we have a nice little run up at this jackpot.
Do you think it's tapioca pudding?
It might be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They might be celebrating today and having a little bit of pudding, or they're just putting pudding in their name.
Yeah, see, when I see that spelling of pudding, I always think of Harley Quinn and what she calls the Joker.
Oh, is that how she?
Yeah,
is that
her
what she calls
necklace
the
and stuff
Joker?
like that.
Ah, that's funny. Well, let's get into a little bit of wild news as we're going to be checking out with Jack Pert. Jack Pert didn't have a Minnesota Wild jersey that donned the name of his favorite player growing up in Grand Rapids. The 2021 Minnesota Mr. Hockey winner joked that he instead simply had some nice cheap jerseys to rep his favorite hometown NHL team.
Yeah, but we got Bingo Babe at Old Town Tavern taking away that $15 large M. Nicely done. And we move past that jackpot to a $23 Musco prize.
Yeah, but Pert took one step closer to having his name on an official Wild sweater during day 1 of development camp at Tria Rink on Tuesday. Before we get into what happened there, we do have a winner.
That's right. Bliss over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards is taking away that Musco prize. $23 going out to you in this game number 7. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 8.
Yeah, really, really fun stuff. Continue to get enrolled and press play. But it was awesome to meet the guys and kind of put on a Wild jersey for the first time, said the 2021 second round 54th overall pick. It was good. It was good. Pert has certainly made his name known in Minnesota. In addition to being named Mr. Hockey, Pert was also selected as the Reed Larson Award winner, giving the annual state's top defenseman, having led the Grand Rapids squad in assists 24, points 35, and game-winning goals 3 in his senior campaign. Further, furthering his presence on the state of hockey scene. Pert tallied 2 goals and 17 points in 32 games with the St. Cloud State University Huskies last season, and he will return for his sophomore year in 2023. But I'm excited for whenever he decides to come up to our Wild team and actually get this going. Having a guy that's grown, raised in Minnesota is always fun.
Absolutely, it's a lot of fun. But if you guys want to show your support for the Wild, you can play our awesome eTab game, Let's Go Wild. It's a lot of fun. It's the one we've teamed up with them for, and you can even check out that Slapshot bonus round to take home some awesome prizes.
Yeah, make sure you guys are getting after that eTab game, as well as you guys are getting after those rivers, as we're checking in with Stillwater, St. Croix, and Mississippi River. Checking in with them. This was a report done by Explore Minnesota on July 14th. As of July 3rd, though, the St. Croix River was free of debris and water temperatures ranging from 73 to 75 degrees. Anglers were having lots of success with the walleye, smallmouth bass, and sheepshead. Most of the fish came from depths of 15 to 25 feet on Lindy rigs and spinner rigs tipped with crawlers, trolled Rapellas also turned quite a few fish.
Absolutely. But as you guys know, we have some awesome player pictures that we love to showcase. We always have them up next to us in our rolling screens each and every day, and we want to see your smiling face as well. We have an awesome player picture right now. Pull it up. There it is. That is
a Skull Bingo win of $11,000 going out to?
Yup, over at Bleachers Bar and Grill.
That's an awesome jackpot. Definitely a fun photo there. Super, super good stuff. Make sure you guys are sending in those player pictures so we can show you off like in the big screen or in this just nice and rolling screen right here.
Absolutely. You can send all of those player pictures to our Facebook page, any of your social media with the hashtag PilotGames, or you can email them us directly at jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Really, really fun stuff. And we had a really, really fun top 10 list get created where both Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook landed at the number 4 spot for them positionally around the entire league. Justin Jefferson could very well be the best wide receiver in football, though. But the Minnesota Vikings star wideout failed to crack the top 3 at his position in the 2022 ESPN ranking. It's a bit of a head scratcher considering the only player to beat him in receiving yardage last season was Cooper Kupp, and yet Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, and Jamar Chase all ranked ahead of him on this list. Yeah, I think I've talked about this a little bit. I think the one reason that Jefferson isn't on this list is we haven't been able to make the playoffs the last few years. Okay. And so not being able to show off in the playoffs has dipped him down a bit, where Jamar Chase had a full season plus a playoff run. I don't agree with it. I think Justin Jefferson's top 2, if not that top 3, but it definitely is a head scratcher to see all those guys ahead of him.
Yeah, but we do have some winners, as Tom at VFW Spring Lake Park and Gino 56 over at Carboni's Pizza are both splitting up that $16 line prize. We have $16 on that large M and $7,361 on that jackpot.
But if you guys want to send some support to our Minnesota Vikings this offseason, play the great eTab game Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the Skull bonus to win some really, really big prizes.
Absolutely. But tonight we're going to have a lot of fun in our happy hour show for you guys. That's going to be happening 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. It's going to be John and Will coming out for you guys, trying to give out a lot of jackpots. But as you guys compete for the 23 games of the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter, you're going to be taking home some cash, but also some points competing against each other in our top 10 standings for the Jackpot Hunter League.
Oh, yeah. And in 8th place, we start off with a 3-way tie between Big G over at Onamia Vets Club, Chica over at Willie McCoy's of Andover, and Dustball 75 over at Charlie's Sports Bar and Grill, all with 9,000 points. 5th place is another 3-way tie between the Crazy Kid, Tasty Pizza Hanger 45, Wolstein at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, and Jay Surma over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill in Roseville. They all have 10,000 points. Then another 1,000 points ahead. In 3rd place, we have a 2-way tie between Tesla at Friends Bar and Restaurant and Kirby at American Legion Frisbee. Fridley. Second place is Lars over at Anami Vets Club with 16,000 points, with that number 1 player being Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points.
Yeah, but we got Mary over at Carboni's Pizza taking away that large M of $16. Nicely done, as well as a couple winners like Puddin at the Barrel House and Stoli at Carboni's Pizza, both splitting up that $24 Musco prize in this game number 8. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 9 now.
Yeah, only 2 more shots to take home this jackpot on this lovely Friday, so make sure you guys continue to get enrolled and press play.
Absolutely, and I'm going to hop right into the location standings for the Jackpot Hunters. And so for top 10s, we start off with a tie in 10th, as Willie McCoy's of Andover is tied up with Friends Bar and Restaurant in St. Cloud. They both have 11,000 points. We have a 3-way tie in 7th between Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel, as well as Country Lounge in St. Paul and Mabel Liquor Store. All 3 have 12,000. But with 15,000 points in 6th place, we got Shady's Railside and Rice. 5th place sits with Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 with 26,000. And in 4th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 27,000. But with 34,000 points in 3rd place, broken out of that tie, it's VFW Spring Lake Park. Holding on to 2nd place, though, the original location they were tied with is Anamia Vets Club with 37,000 points. And our number 1 location is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 71,000 points so far.
And you guys just have 2 minutes to get enrolled into this game number 9, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play as we get into a little bit of celebrity birthday action. And born in 1943, Joyce Bell Bernal, an Irish astrophysicist, was born on today and discovered a radio pulsar.
Yeah, she was a big deal from Northern Ireland. She was a postgraduate student, and she discovered the first radio pulsars in 1967. The discovery eventually earned her a Nobel Prize in Physics in 1974. However, she ended up not being one of the recipients.
Really? That is crazy.
She kind of got gypped a little bit.
Yeah, she did get gypped a little bit. Let's see. How many pulsars have been discovered now? Over 2,000 pulsars have been detected in total. Most of those rotate on the order of once per second. These are sometimes called slow pulsars, while more than 200 pulsars that rotate hundreds of times per second.
Really?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, if you guys didn't know, a radio pulsar is a highly magnetized rotation neutron star that emits beams of electromagnetic radiation out of its magnetic poles. The radiation can be observed only when a beam of emission is pointing towards the Earth and is responsible for the pulsed appearance of emission. But if you guys didn't know, Jocelyn was actually the president of the Institute of Physics between 2008 to 2010. In 2018, she was appointed chancellor of the University of Dundee, but now she is currently the professor of astrophysics at the University of Oxford.
That's really cool stuff. Happy birthday,
really cool.
Jocelyn Bell Bernal. Next up on our celebrity birthday list, born in 1946, we got Linda Ronstadt, an American rock, country, pop, Latin opera singer. Did different drum, It's So Easy, as well as What's New, and then went on to be an actress in Pirates of Penzance.
Absolutely. We are in this game number 9 with $19 on that line in large M, $7,463 on that jackpot. And Linda is actually a retired American singer who performed and recorded in diverse genres, including all of those ones that you had just listed. And she has also earned 11 Grammy Awards, 3 American Music Awards, 2 Academy of Country Music Awards, and an Emmy Award, as well as an Alma Award.
That's really awesome stuff. We do have Rondo over at Big Dog Sports Cafe taking home that line prize of $19. Good job, Rondo. Now we're working on a $19 large M as we say happy birthday to Linda Ronstadt.
Next up, in 1950, we have Ariana Huffington. She was a Greek-American author. She is a syndicated columnist and the creator of the Huffington Post.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, really
That's
cool
really
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, when you create a big thing like that, it's really cool. Yeah, she's the founder and CEO of Thrive Global and the author of 15 books.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Very accomplished writer. Happy birthday, Ariana Huffington. Next up, born in 1951, we got Jesse Ventura. Born James Janos. I could be wrong with that. American professional wrestler, actor, and politician who was a governor of Minnesota from 1999 to 2003.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah, I don't know much about Jesse Ventura, but I'm guessing he's one of those WWE fighters. He, after achieving fame in the World Wrestling Federation, so he's part of WWF, he served as a 38th governor of Minnesota for that time. He was elected governor with the Reform Party and is the party's only candidate to win a major government official.
We do have D. Hoffy over at Old Town Tavern, taking away that large M of $19. We are moving on from that jackpot to a $29 Musco prize. Yeah, and he's a very cool guy. He's lived quite a few different lives.
Wow.
He served in the Navy for 6 years before doing any of his other accomplishments as well.
That's really cool. Happy birthday, Jesse Ventura, as we are about to give out this $29 coverall prize, and it's going out to Tommy, getting split up between Tommy at Cooper's Restaurant and Bingo Lover over at Broadway Bar and Pizza Chaplain. Good job to all those players in this game number 9, and we're about to get enrolled into the final game of this Twins Bingo. That jackpot should be still available and growing as it's over $7,000.
Absolutely. Well, next up, we have a big-time name in the industry. In 1961, Forrest Whitaker was born, the actor and director. He did The Last King in Scotland, as well as Platoon, and so many other things.
He has done a lot of different things. He has won various accolades, including Academy Award, a Golden Globe Award, a British Award, a British Academy Film Award, 2 Screen Actor Guild Awards as well. Just a very, very multi-talented actor.
Absolutely.
I've been glad to see him, I think, in a few more things recently.
Yeah, I mean, he was in The Butler, he was in Southpaw, he was in Good Morning Vietnam, he was in Godfather of Harlem. He has been in so many things. Black Panther, that's right.
Yeah, he does make it. It's the Star Wars series. I mean, really, really cool stuff. Happy birthday, Forrest Whitaker. Next up, born in 1967, we got Adam Savage, an American film, special effects designer, and television personality, a part of Mythbusters.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I recognize him.
Yes, loved Mythbusters as a kid.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was always so interesting to find out which ones actually ended up working.
Yes.
Because it would be the most random thing that you're like, that's impossible. No way that actually works. And then they would build it and it would somehow work. It was crazy.
Absolutely. Well, happy birthday, Adam Savage. Next up in 1986, we have Aya Dubal Atim, and he is an American actor who is known for his work in Watchmen.
He was also in that Jordan Peele movie. Called
Candyman. He's the lead actor in Candyman.
Yes, he also appears in Matrix, Aquaman, Us.
That's the new Aquaman that he's going to be in.
He's in the original Aquaman as well. Greatest Showman, Baywatch, and many, many more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really, really cool actor that I didn't start seeing until just a little bit ago. But he plays Black Manta in the DC Extended Universe Aquaman films. Cool. Happy birthday. Next up, born in 1990, we got Damian Lillard, American basketball player / rapper, part of the Portland Trail Blazers. He's a really cool player, but has always been stuck with Portland, and they've never been able to put a championship team around him. And so there's been a little bit of tension between him and Portland Trail Blazers. But it looks like he wants to stay there for a long time, and they're willing to try their best to put stuff around him. It should be interesting, as he's one of the most elite 3-point shooters to ever come into the NBA.
Very cool stuff. Well, happy birthday to everybody whose birthday it is today. If it's your birthday out there as well, happy birthday to you. We are now officially in this game number 10, our final game of this lunchtime bingo, and we got some great prizes on the line. We still have that $7,574 jackpot, but we also have $21 on that line in large M prizes to give out as well.
But we're going to get into some Timberwolves news as the veteran free agent guard Austin Rivers has agreed to a one-year deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rivers, who played 67 games for the Denver Nuggets last season, averaged 6 points, 1.7 rebounds, while shooting 34.2% from three-point range. He will provide Minnesota with a solid perimeter defense. Rivers will join Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, and Jalen Noel in the backcourt next season. The veteran guard could be an ideal replacement for Patrick Beverley, who was traded to Utah as part of the Rudy Gobert blockbuster trade.
Alrighty, but we got JBL over at Cowboy Jacks taking away that line prize, $21 going out to you. But we do have some awesome movies that were released on this day that we want to talk about with you guys.
Yeah, and in 1988, we got the first of the Die Hard series.
I can't believe it came out that early.
Yeah, definitely a
That's so
fun
weird.
one. The Bruce Willis classic, correct? Bruce
Absolutely,
Willis?
yes.
Yes, super good stuff there. It's a great movie.
Is that the one that has that quote?
I'm not
Make
sure.
my day, punk.
I'm not sure which
I gotta look it up.
one that is.
Don't laugh at me.
I liked it. It was
No,
good.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think either. Well, good. Definitely a great movie
I
released
think that
on
might
today.
be a Clint Eastwood quote.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
What's
That's
it
what
from?
it is. Sudden Impact.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, next movie released in 2005, we got Wedding Crashers. Have you ever seen Wedding Crashers?
Wedding Crashers. Is that with Kevin Hart? No.
No, it's got Will Ferrell's a part of it. You got
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
No, it's Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson does. I think no, Will Ferrell is a part of it, but the
I've never
main
seen
characters are Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. But you got Christopher Walken, Bradley Cooper, as well as many, many more.
Rachel McAdams,
Yeah.
Isla Fisher.
We do have a winner with SNS2 over at McBee's on the Lake, and Bliss over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards as we clicked over to a $32 Musco prize. In 2009, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince was released.
All right, and in 2011, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 was released.
That's super fun stuff. And on today in history, in 2006, the San Francisco-based production company Odeo officially releases Twitter, later changed to current name, actually spelled Twitter. It short message service for groups to the public.
Yeah, but we got Nan taking away that last prize over at Corky's Bar, $32 going out to you. Nicely done. But we want to talk about a very specific player before we let you guys loose in Jackpot Hunter.
Tesla over at Friends Bar and Restaurant took home over $34,000 over the weekend, and playing at Friends Bar and Restaurant, as well as everybody else playing there, was supporting the St. Cloud Youth Hockey Association. Their mission is to strive towards providing all members with a positive growing environment, which enhances a competitive spirit, defining sportsmanship and respect for others through the sport of hockey.
Well, that is a great jackpot and a great charity to support. We're about to let you guys go to jump right into the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter. Have fun, and remember, while you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See ya. 1,000 points. With 322,000 points in 5th place, we got our place on 3rd and Faribault. 4th place is Steve O's and Crystal with 341,000 points. With 578,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is American Legion Fredley with 606,000 points. And then that number 1 location, I mean, think about it. Our top 10 locations, the 10th place is at 198,000 points. Our number 1 location, VFW Spring Lake Park, is sitting at 1,007,000 points. Just has dominated this season.
That is insane to see. We've loved watching all these locations grow to new heights and setting a record for season 11. Well, make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 12 to 1 to try your own hand at that Twins Bingo.
Hey guys, we love giving out jackpots, and we gave out our first jackpots over this season 11 over the season 12 over the weekend, and let's talk about them.
All right, well, that first one we ended up giving out went out to Chuck 2931 over at VFW Fergus Falls. They got to take home $633.
Then we had Tracy F over at Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl on that Friday take home $665.
Nicely done. Next up, we gave out some money to Lucky over at Castaway Cushion, who took home $698.
Then $629 went out to Failbot7 over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards.
Nicely done. And then that final jackpot that went out on Friday went out to Conehead over at Maple Liquor Store, who took home $635.
Definitely some fun stuff. But getting Saturday started off right, we had Why Not Me? Well, why not you? Taking home $642 over at Beatles Bar and Grill.
Nicely done. Next up, we got JJNC over at Stanley's, who took home $617.
Then we had Slappy over at American Legion Fridley, taking home $3,773.
Nicely done, the biggest jackpot of that past weekend. But next up, we gave out some cash to Jen SSBGC over at Springbrook Golf Course, who took home $610.
Yes, and then on Sunday, getting our Sunday started off right, we had Petunia over at Westwood Marina, taking home $615.
Nice job, Petunia. Next up, we had M. Dairy over at Beaver Bottom Saloon, taking home $608.
Yeah, good job. We had Luther over at the Sunset Cove Resort, taking home $1,782.
Nicely done. And then we had G-Force over at Bourbon Room Cross Lake, taking home $767.
Joni, the final jackpot of Sunday, went out to the Poorhouse of Clark's, taking home $768. But since we had a long weekend heading into the 4th of July, let's talk about that 4th of July jackpot.
All right, well, we gave out one on the 4th, and it went out to Viddy over at Municipal Liquor Store Akeley, who got to take home $633.
Well, definitely some great jackpots going out there, and if you guys want to earn some more jackpots, make sure you're coming out from 12 all the way till 10 o'clock every single day for a little bit of bingo action.